What's up, guys? Welcome to ThunderSteve85 Gaming, and thank you for tuning in today to hear my thoughts on what I believe will not only be the best indie title of the year, but it will go down as one of the best RPGs in recent memory. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I first found Sea of Stars on Kickstarter back in 2021 and was immediately intrigued after I read Sabotage Studios' Kickstarter campaign, and I made the easy decision to back the game. The fact that they want to make a modern day 2D RPG inspired by Chrono Trigger sold me immediately, and even being only 10 hours into the game, I can clearly see the inspiration of games like Chrono Trigger, Illusion of Gaia, and even Super Mario RPG. So let's dive into pros and cons, guys. First thing, the combat is very intuitive. If you enjoyed the combat in Super Mario RPG or Chrono Trigger, you're going to like it, because I feel like they basically combine the best of Chrono Trigger and the best of Super Mario RPG, and also a little bit of games like Illusion of Gaia, Breath of Fire, because it's like real-time turn-based combat. So when you enter a fight, the screen doesn't transition at all. Like, you're still in that same screen, which is really cool and helps kind of make the game and the fighting more immersive. Another thing that I thought was really cool is they built in some really cool platforming and climbing elements that you really don't see in 2D RPGs. Like, I don't recall having platforming and climbing elements in any 2D RPGs growing up. Clearly, they're in 3D RPGs. I just don't ever recall that. So I thought that was pretty cool that they added that into their game. Just from the very beginning of the game, like, you can just tell it has a lot of charm. Like, it's very genuine. It's wholesome. It gives you the feels, you know, like you're playing the game and it just brings you back almost to a simpler time. And they do such a great job with this, guys. The way they bring you back, it's very nostalgic playing this game, and you truly feel like you're playing a game from the Super Nintendo, PlayStation 1 era. It's not just by the looks, it's everything. It's the sound, it's the story, all of it. Very impressed so far. One thing that's really cool is that there are in-game cinematics, and they're very beautiful, and they really help to tie the story in. And again, I won't go into any detail because I want you guys to be able to experience the story for yourself. Graphically speaking, the game looks amazing. You know, it's 2D HD. They do a really nice job of using dynamic lighting and shadows that to me look absolutely stunning in 2D HD. Now to go to the cons. So far, I have none to report. There's no bugs, there's no issues. The story, pace, graphics, location environments, combat, they all feel extremely polished. Now, you may have noticed I didn't mention anything about the soundtrack, and that's because I wanted to save the best for last. As part of helping kickstart Sea of Stars, I received the game's entire OST, which is almost 10 gigs. Now, I'm only about 10 hours into the game, and I must say that, like, I'm spending more time in each area because I don't want the music to stop. It's really that good. I knew it was going to be special when I read the developer update stating that Chrono Trigger composer Yasunori Mitsuda had joined Sea of Stars as a guest composer. That in itself was great news, but even better was what Mr. Mitsuda himself had to say about the game. And he said, without knowing exactly why, I wanted to write music for this game. And he said the feeling he had when he saw this game conveyed like this nostalgic golden age of the 90s. And you guys can see it here. And this is just awesome that, one, they were able to get the Chrono Trigger composer. When I say the composer, like, I think he was the lead composer, but two, is the fact that he wanted to work on this game and he wanted to be part of this. I just feel like that speaks volumes. So guys, if you can't tell if what I've said so far has failed to make my thoughts clear about this game, then let me end the video by saying, if you haven't bought Sea of Stars yet, what are you waiting for? If you have a subscription to PlayStation Plus Extra or Xbox Game Pass, it's free. Otherwise, you can pick it up on Switch or Steam for $34.99. and it's well worth it. And if you want a second opinion, look no further than this nice little accolades infographic. The reviews are insane, and the fact that an indie game sold over 100,000 copies in 24 hours when it was available for free on Game Pass and PlayStation Plus Extra speaks volumes. Go play it. Make time for it. Trust me, it's deserving of your time. So that's it, guys. The game's amazing so far. You should totally go play this game. You're going to love it. Everything about it is special. The soundtrack is special. The gameplay, the story, the look of it, all of it. It's all very cohesive. There's a ton of polish on this game. I can't recommend it more. So once again, guys, thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed the video, please like it. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Thank you. Have a great day. What's up, guys? If you enjoyed this video, please smash the like button as it helps me out a ton. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. Over here to the left, you can find all my social media info, or just remember to search for ThunderSteve85. As always, thank you guys for tuning in, and remember, you're never too old to play video games.